day, another look at the job cuts and everything else. Oh, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Natural gas, Chesapeake Energy, they're going to lay off people. Sierra Club, oh my gosh, they're going to lay off people. Walmart, laying off people, not good. Seek Out, 30% of its workforce. John Deere, another 190 people gone. St. Norbert College, De Pere, Wisconsin, tenured faculty. I thought they were untouchable. I thought the people that are teaching, Western yodeling, need to have their job. What are we going to do without the $75,000 a year St. Norbert College at De Pere, Wisconsin, where you can go get a degree in yodeling after 6 years, taught by the tenured professors there, the doctors of yodeling. So, Franklin Pierce School Board, Washington, considers 60 layoffs. Uh-oh, what's going on? Steel pipe manufacturer Tenaris, 120. So, yeah. Problems. Signed into law, Alabama abolishes income taxes on gold and silver. Well, what is going on? It's almost like these states think that the economy is about to take a thunder dump in the bed, and the American dollar is effectively, again, what's that stuff? It's 5 to 10 ply. You wipe your backside after you get done taking a nice. Oh, I know what it is. It's called toilet paper. Yeah. Dollar is toast. And it's showing $70,000 Bitcoin, $2,450 gold, $33 silver. It's happening. Why? Again, as I said over in the crisis report, it's because the people that are running the show are running us into the ground. Okay? So, I mean, I don't know if you believe it's on purpose or not. I mean, I have my thoughts. I'm not going to say them here. I think you all can figure that out. I say enough on my subscription channels, of course. You can become a member here too if you want. I should mention that on Crisis Report. I mean, my thing, guys, is that I'm the product. I put out information and stuff, especially the Crisis Report. And if you like what I'm doing, you think it's worth a few bucks a month. If you don't, all right, cool. Ollie's bids millions to save San Antonio 99-cent only stores. I don't know if you've ever been to an Ollie's. Ollie's is a bit of a prepper's paradise. We got some around us. Pretty great stores. And I didn't know what they were until we moved to this area. But you get some darn fine deals at the old Ollie's. Costco, price hike. Costco going up. Meanwhile, Target is reducing prices on 5,000 products. High inflation persisting. And why is that high inflation persisting? It's because the American dollar is going to be taken over by the BRICS. And also, it's going to be, basically chucked away, because what they've done, folks, is they've just loaded up so much debt. And you have to pay your debt. You gotta have plans for that. The only way to fix it is to inflate our way out of it, to print money, to try to throw a bunch of printed dollars and bills at it. And what that does is, makes things go up in price. So that's where we're at. And it's going to continue. The only way out is for them to, inflate the dollar. Holy crap, I wasn't looking at someone. Just look at you. Tamara, good to see you, man. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate that. You're a good dude. Thank you, bud. And I think someone else. Did someone else give me something too? Whatever. So I've learned not to look. I want to be appreciative. Mods, if you give the appreciation. I'm trying just to kind of roll and not really concern myself with a lot of what's going on. I'll take time to look, but if I look, I'll get thrown off. Sometimes I just like to wax poetic. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh, good. U.S. is going to buy $3.3 million, 3.3 million barrels for the oil for strategic reserve. That tells me two things. It tells me war, and it tells me the prices are going up. Just saying. So, this thing, I think it's Norfolk or Norwalk, Massachusetts. They're all angered because evidently Joe has put a bunch of new neighbors up there, and this like lovely little conservative hamlet that thought they were safe up there in Wokachusetts. They're getting the love. They're getting the new neighbor love. So, let's see. Current economic situation. What's next? Huh. I bet it's not good. What do you think? If it's going to be, are we heading into better times? Put a 1. If we're not heading into good times, we're heading into dire straits, which is a great band. Put a 2 into the chat, into the comments. Federal court, parents in Maryland school district cannot opt K-5 children out of the curriculum of multiple letters. Wonderful. You know what you can opt out of is not having your kid in that school system. Just saying. Homeschooling is allowed in the state of Maryland. Trust me, I know. So yeah, you might wanna look into that. Price of chocolate skyrocketing, of course. Costco price hike, of course. Ascension Hospital still dealing with the problems from the cyber attack. That's not good. When we go into the economic, the polycrisis, that's what the WEF is called, what we're going into. And I want to call it that because that's what it is. And by I personally think they've aided and abetted such things, but, maybe think differently. The polycrisis is going to be a crisis of all kinds of different stuff. It's going to be financial. It's going to be war. It's going to be other stuff. That's where we're heading. I personally think I can tell you by November, which 11th month, we're in the almost the 6th month. You're talking about 4.5 months from now. I really think all HE double hockey sticks is going to break loose, folks. I do. And I think it's calm. As I said over in the crisis report, get it out of the way now. Go get your fun, get your love, get your vacations, get whatever the heck it is you need to do. Because come October, it's I think it's going to get salty. I really do. And I think you're going to need to stay frosty. So, consider that. Just saying. What do you think is going to happen with everything? There's a certain group of anointed that are currently in control, and it's not really because everybody loves their ideas. And whenever you're in control and you're this type of person and you love the power, are you just going to give that power up, or are you going to fight tooth and nail to keep it going? Well, that's what they're going to do. They're going to fight tooth and nail. Satan has asked them to tone down the evil. By the way, look at that thing, bottom right. Can you see her? Can you see it? Do you see it? The thing with the spikes in the head and all that. Let me see if I think. Yeah, there you go. Check that thing out. Would you really want your child looking at that? I wouldn't want my child looking at that. I don't care what they're reading. They could be reading the Constitution. I don't want my kid looking at a multi-horned demon thing, reading it's okay to have a pet worm. Clearly, that's not sexual in nature. So yeah, Babylon Bee is great, but yeah, they're asking, Satan is asking the left to just kind of tone it down a little bit. You know, you're getting a little too much. You get all the multiple letter stuff they want to put out there. They used to hide their intentions behind, platitudes of peace and love, and now they're just straight on going cray cray. So even Satan thinks leftists are taking things up a bit too far. So I just thought it was funny. I'm not gonna watch it here on the tube, but you should watch it. This is I mean, what do you think, folks? Where are we going with all this? Do you think that? Do you think we're gonna get to a point where the people in power are just gonna really not want to give up control, even though people are asking them to, whatever side that may be? It's possible. I can tell you that no decent people want this kind of crap that you're seeing on the screen right there happening. They don't want to see Satan, let alone his minion there to the right. I mean, I just want normal. I just want good, wholesome, normal stuff. We're watching a television show called The Diplomat, and it's pretty good. I like it. It's actually pretty good. But again, it's all told from the side of the left. There's no conservative, If I were to go in and talk to the people that I work with and say, hey, I'm a bit of conservative. I'm a constitutionalist, and I hate both parties. I think they're both bad. They'd probably look at me with three heads and say, man, why do you think that way? You're so wrong. I mean, am I? I don't think so. So let's check out this. I was talking a lot about, of course, all this stuff over on the crisis report, with what's going on in Israel and all this. And, I mean, talk about polycrisis. It's just, war is all around. I was saying over there, places like Newsweek have said, we're basically in the Third World War. I've said this for many months now, right? We are in a hybrid war. This is not what people think. It is fifth gen. It is psychological. It is people in the comments section, trying to do whatever they can do to stoke the fire, the flames of discord and conflict. It's people that are roll cons. What's a roll con? It's a role-playing conservative. They come over and they act like, they're on your team, but they try to nudge you away, stuff like that. All these people are real. They happen. They're happening. They're all around us. Because the ultimate goal is a dismantling. I think that's what I'm going to call it. The dismantling. It's all about dismantling the order of things, because the people that were in power had that order pretty good, but now, the wheels are coming off the vehicle and they're skidding right into a telephone pole. And the telephone pole of reality is coming. Why? Because people are sick of this crap. People are really not into what it is they espouse. I don't care what kind of letters you use to describe you. Are you a good person? If the most defining characteristic about you is what you do with your freaking dingus, you have a problem. Sorry. I don't care if you put marbles up your butt in your closed door, free time. Leave me out of it. I don't want to know what you're doing. I don't care if you like to get dressed up in your freaking costumes and stuff. I don't care. Leave me out of it. Go away. Go be a good person. Go help an old lady across the street. Go volunteer. Go work at a soup kitchen, I don't care what you do with your freaking dingus. Tired of it. Just so tired of it. But anyway, this whole thing, and this is what it's about. See, what kind of world are we going to live in? We're going to live in a world of decency and honesty and integrity and all these things that I remember being taught is important growing up, not really taught nowadays. This is kind of, I think, bad. I try on the crisis report to be pretty, down the middle. And the more I get into this, the more and more, I think Israel has been very heavy-handed. And I think some of the tact could have been different. I do. But you can say that to anything. You can go back and say hindsight is 2020. You're always going to have people in a war situation do stupid stuff, soldiers, doing crazy things and all that. That's always going to happen. Both sides are doing it. But, the more and more, when you think about it, what would the world look like if it was run by the East, Putin, Xi Jinping, elements of the resistance in the Middle East, the really hardcore fundamentalist Muslims, I think that's part of the problem that Americans really don't understand, is that live and let live is not really a thing to these people. Live and let live is not a thing to a Muslim in England or Dearborn, Michigan, or the Middle East. I saw a video of this guy that somehow knocked out a dude in a local election in England, some little podunk town or whatever. But this guy was like, I'm coming in, I'm bringing it, and we're going to, get things going and basically turn the country into a country that is run by mainly Muslims. And that's what he said. Look up what jizya is, Jizya. Look up what all these things are. What would it look like if we were to live in a world where the religion of Islam were to be running the show? I don't think it would look like the former iteration of a Western liberal democracy republic would be. I don't. I don't think people would really like what it would devolve into. I saw a lot of videos of people that were rather excited that Raisi's chopper went down. This guy's nickname is the Butcher of Tehran. And there are numerous people, kids that had their parents that were dispatched by them, and they were rather ecstatic at what happened on the side of that mountain in Iran, Azerbaijan's on the border, wherever. What would the world look like? I've got Muslim friends, I do, and I love them, but I wouldn't want to be ruled by that structure. The other thing is, it's funny, is that, they get played to and everything, and you want to talk about people that are very much anti-alphabet group, the L's and the B's and the G's and the T's and stuff. Not really into it. They're not. I saw a Dearborn, I think it was Dearborn, Michigan. There's a very stronghold up there. As one person called it, the beachhead. Strong up there in their faith and everything. And the school was trying to teach the letters and all that. And these parents weren't having it. Like, you better be careful as you walk out to the car, kind of not having it. So, world is on fire all around us, folks. All kinds of stuff are going on. Look at this right here. The rules-based order, as these jackholes like to call it. There is no rules, and there is no order in the current basis. There's just unfolding chaos. So the Butcher of Tehran has now had a moment of silence. You've got members of Israel. And I like how they try to equalize. Like, yeah, we'll put some Hamas people up there too. They're getting thrown into all this for an ICC along with Mr. Putin. So I mean, all of it is just kind of going to a place of comical. It really is. And I don't know. I see all this stuff going on around me, and I'm just like, man, I don't remember it this crazy growing up. Do you guys remember it this crazy growing up? I don't. I don't remember it all like this. I remember being afraid of, like, nuclear weapons and stuff like that from Soviet Union in the 80s, when I started to really kind of get an idea of what's around. But late 80s, 90s, early 2000s, I'm pretty blissful. And then 2016 occurred, and it was all downhill from there. Oh, man. It's crazy to think how much these people will... What are they going to do when they have to give up power? That's my question. I personally don't think that the election will be solved via an election. I think it's going to be lawfare. I think it's going to be courts and lawyers and hanging in the balance and nobody really knowing to sometime around January to March of 2025. If then. What will it look like at that point? What will that 4 months look like if there is a chaotic transition and the interregnum, as they call it, the time between kings, is something that is violent. It's all possible. It's all possible. And then you add on all this, they're saying that Israel will probably be attacking Hezbollah in the north. Not Hamas, Hezbollah. Sometime around September, October. Because the way things time out. I don't know. What do you think? So yeah, same day the ICC arrests warrants for a democratically elected leader who's defending his country. UN Security Council, including U.S. representatives, stand in honor of Ibrahim Raisi, the butcher of Tehran. There we are. Israeli representative added, what's next? A minute of silence on the anniversary of Adolf's death, and charged that the UNSC has become a danger to the world peace. So look at all this. I covered this last night. Concerning incidents in the last 2 weeks. Assassination attempt on the Saudi crown prince. Turkish President Erdogan held an emergency meeting because he was worried about a possible coup. May 15th, the assassination attempt on Slovak Prime Minister. May 16th was Vučić of Serbia getting, threatened. And then, of course, yesterday, Raisi, his chopper going down. This is what hybrid warfare looks like, folks. This is where we're going. This is what's up. And so, we're going to have to be nimble and on our toes. So yeah, this is where we're at as a society, as a world. I don't know if you've seen the video. I actually put it up to my locals and my subscribe star. It's interesting, but yeah, these people are there and they're done. I think everybody needs to accept the fact the world is at war. The polarity is changing. America, who used to be the lead dog, is now sick and run by idiots, literally. And the train is heading towards the side of a mountain with no brakes. So, how's it going to land? How's it going to crash land? What's it going to look like? That's why I think all the stuff in the background, the gold, silver, the Bitcoin, all that, commodities, whatever. I heard copper's shooting right up. That's why all this stuff is happening. It's a world in chaos, and it's because America was the lead dog, and we're not anymore. And now all these problems are happening. Folks, if you like what's going on here at the old PrepperNow, up there where the finger is, I'm giving you the finger. There's 3 dots. Now, if you're not live streaming, don't worry about it. If you are live streaming, this is what you worry about. 3 dots right up there. Hit that like button, please. Okay? It helps. They switch things around. It's good because they're allowing us to grow channels, but also hit that like button away. So please do that. Very helpful. But yeah, I don't know. It's a world on fire. All this stuff is going on. The post-op of the Raisi is going to be a problem because there's going to be a bit of a power vacuum. I don't know what happened, but I went and I looked at comment sections. Nobody's really thinking it's an accident. I'm not saying they're not buying it. I'm just saying they don't think that this happened randomly. So, I don't know. The big going theory is that someone at the airport or airfield in Azerbaijan, when the chopper was getting ready to take off, someone in there and started twisting some stuff around the mechanics of the plane, the avionics and stuff. Possible? I don't know. Probably. Probable? I don't know. Probably not. I mean, flying in fog and all kinds of other crap going on over mountains, Supposedly the, I don't know, they, what are they saying about the black box or something like that? Or, oh, that's right. Someone's saying that they removed, I don't know if this is true or not. This might not be true. Someone is saying that they removed all the weather data for that day. I mean, okay. I don't know if that's true or not. If it's not true, put it in there. I don't know if it's true. I'm telling you that. If it is true, put it in there. So, major things going on, folks. Major things. World's polarity is changing. So, all I can do is tell you to prep. That's it. That's all you can do. It's what I do. I get worried tonight. I'm going to go get some stuff. Went out there and I'm just looking around at all the stuff we have. Preps. I love my preps. So, here we are. 2024, world on fire. Stay nimble, folks, okay? Please. Things are going crazy, haywire, and I think it's on purpose. So, nothing we can do about it, really, when it pertains to things that are out there. So, all you can do is just stay calm and get yourself prepared and ready. That's what we're doing here. We just put in a new chicken coop and trying to get ready for that. Every day they're trying the tactics of letting you freak out over the flu and other things going on. I have no control over that. All I have is control is over my little plot area and my chicken coops and my hog and my animals and my wonderful family. That's it. That's all we can do. So keep doing the things, folks. It's important. Muy importante. Keep doing the things. All right? Thanks for hitting that like button. Those that did it. Friends, I'm going to turn this one off. We're almost to 30 minutes. I just want to do a half hour. I appreciate you. Thanks to my mods and all of you for being here. But I got to go get some sleep. So I got a big day tomorrow. God bless, friends. Thanks for coming by. PrepperNow. Hit the like button. Leave a comment. Engage. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Darken out the bell to do so. And, of course, share this out if you like what we're saying. All right? Go do altruistic, wonderful things in the world that don't involve your crotch. Cool? Cool. Good talk. God bless. PrepperNow.